Good evening, everyone. This is Cindy and Tina, your Queens of Cruising, and we're here tonight with Marilys Ward, who is our BDM with Celebrity Cruises. So I'm going to turn it over to Marilys. Go ahead, Marilys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time this evening, afternoon, wherever you may be, and give you some updates on what's new and exciting, as always, with Celebrity Cruises. As you know, we approach cruising in a different way. We offer your clients an elevated way for them to be able to enjoy what we think is important to them that maybe they think can only be offered in a smaller ship, such as an intimate feel, thoughtful service, but we give them the variety of a really exciting, bigger ship that gives them an opportunity to have different places across the ship as well as different areas to explore while they're on board. So we always think that why we think we deliver an elevated experience is because although we are a premium vacation product, we up the ante because we offer very, very incredible hospitality. I mean, we've won four-star ratings across the fleet and across our restaurants, and the sense of you really helping them indulge in the curiosity in an elevated way. So how do we do that? First and foremost, it's hospitality. That's what we do best. From the time that our founding I want to call them fathers because this was our founding family that put us together was the Chandra's family. Way back when, 40 years ago, the first thing that they said was, we've got to make sure that we give the best service at sea, and that's what we still do today. But also through culinary, food and drink is very important for us. Beautiful places, not only just so that you can enjoy while you're on the ship, but also even in your own safe stateroom. And a lot of shows, activities, and things that make it fun while you're sailing with us. So I know you have a lot to explore, or your guests have and clients have a lot to explore when they're on the different destinations that we visit, but we also want them to have places to explore and to relax when they're on board. So I wanted to just go over, just in case you've never sailed with us, a couple of things about what we offer on board, and then I'll go into our destinations, and then I'll talk about all the new things that we have in store for you to be able to promote and sell, and possibly you enjoy as well. So first of all, let's start with our culinary program. And I love to show this picture because it really speaks to how we approach everything that has to do with dining. So this is actually one of our main dining rooms on our solstice class. And our main dining rooms always have a wonderful feature, whether it's on the Millennium class where you have a floor to windows picture window that you could see out while you're sailing and have enjoying a wonderful meal. But on our solstice class, we have this beautiful wine tower because food and wine go together. And we have one of the best cellars at sea. But even as you walk in, you feel like you're coming into a grand experience. And we have very approachable, although we're considered almost luxury, it's very approachable, not pretentious. So enjoy a wonderful meal in a beautiful place with wonderful hospitality, with menus that constantly change and that are actually produced for us in conjunction with one of the best chefs in the world, which is our culinary ambassador, Daniel Boulud. And one thing that I'd like to say about Daniel and his partnership with us is that he is much more than just a celebrity that we've brought together for our brand. He actually was the mentor of our vice president of culinary arts. So when he works hand in hand with us is because he believes in the product and he works with the people that he's worked with for several years. So we're really proud of what we do in terms of dining. We have lots of complimentary venues on board. In addition to our main dining room, we have our Mast Grill, we have our Ocean View Cafe, and a bunch of other complimentary venues as well. But if your clients or you want to do something special, we also innovate what we do with our specialty restaurants. So we have everything from our steakhouse to an animation that is in conjunction with the show and with a beautiful dinner that we do in Le Petit Chef, to an incredible Daniel Boulud restaurant, which is Le Voyage, which we have on two of our ships. So lots of variety when it comes to dining and something for every taste. We also have several bars and lounges available for entertainment. And the best thing is it's not just about having a drink. It's also the sights. So if you go into the Sunset Bar, you have a beautiful, beautiful bar where it just looks like you're going into Morocco and you're being transported. And then the beautiful views, great cocktails, great ambiance. Or you just want something, have a cup of coffee and have a quiet place in our Cafe Al Baccio. Or maybe you want to enjoy our three-story entertainment area, which is on our Edge series ships, where we actually have a chandelier that does a light show and we have flair bartenders. Or go to Eden and have a drink in a quiet place where we have a garden where it's actually the backdrop of where you are relaxing and enjoying music. And we also have impromptu celebrations and also entertainment that may happen. So you could be having a drink in the afternoon at the plaza, the Grand Plaza, where the Martini Bar is, and all of a sudden you'll see that all three decks become an entertainment venue with our entertainers coming out and doing a show. So it's really fun, very diverse, lots to do for many people. And not only does it have to do with entertainment on, that we do on the theater or even these impromptu entertainments, but we have so many activities, everything from lawn games to some of our ships even have a hot glass blowing show where guests get to participate in that and then they take that home. We have archery in the club. We have food and wine pairing. We have silent disco where people dance the night away. We have yoga and fitness. You name it. We have so much to offer, a variety, and it's all day long. And the best thing is it's not always going to be the same experience because each ship, although we have our standards that everybody asks for, that our guests are all constantly saying, when are we going to do it silent disco again? We always have the ability to be able to do different things across the fleet. And each one of our entertainment directors really take pride in doing things that are different and exciting. Our spa, fantastic. We have so many different spa treatments and also one of the best fitness centers at sea, including Peloton. So if people are into spa and health and wellness, we've been doing health and wellness before it became a trend. I mean, back in 2008, when we rolled out our first Solstice class ship, we actually introduced our aqua class staterooms, which are geared toward that spa and health and wellness vacation, and it's been taking off. And I'll show you what we're going to do in our ships that are upcoming, as well as what we're doing with our existing ships when it comes to spa and wellness a little bit later on. So if that's not enough, a lot to do while you're on the ship, a lot to dine, a lot to entertainment. We also have incredible shopping. We have two-story gallerias, shopping gallerias across all of our fleet, with the exception of our Galapagos sailings, and I'll share that with you and separately. But across all the other 13, 14 ships that we have currently in the fleet, you'll always find great shopping, and it's duty-free shopping. And of course, our incredible casino, where we have slot and table games and all different types of entertainment and tournaments that people really enjoy while they're sailing with us, and it's top notch as well. We continue to innovate. So one of the newest things that we just introduced on our Caribbean sailings, and we are going to be rolling it out on our other warm weather sailings, is the poolest day ever. So on the day that you happen to be on board, it's a sea day, and you want to hang out by the pool's going to transform to a huge party. So you're going to have decorations, you're going to have poolside games, different competitions, pop-up performances. We're going to have popsicle meets cocktails, or what we call our poptails. We're going to have rosé. Everything's available, including live bands, and that's going to be the coolest day ever, which then culminates into by the pool is where our shine the night and full moon parties, where you come out in shimmering silverware and just dance the night away. So this is our newest and latest introduction, which we rolled out this summer across our Caribbean sailings, and our guests are just raving about it. But it gives you a little bit of an insight how we're constantly just upping the game of what you can do while you're on board with us. So that gives you a little bit of what Celebrity's about with some visuals, but I also wanted to share our itinerary. So currently for our 2026 and 2027 season of sailings, we touch all 7 continents. We give you and your clients over 300 plus destinations to choose from, 79 countries to visit. And because we know that there's some areas where it's really important to have overnights, like Europe or in Asia, we've added more overnight stays than we've ever had. And the other thing that we do as a company and a brand is that we always listen to you and to our clients and guests. And every time we know that there's an itinerary or a destination that is something that's really popular, we incorporate that well in advance into our schedules. So right after the pause happened and everybody was wanting to go back to Japan, we saw that coming and we've been doing year-round Japan sailings ever since. And that's continuing on through our 2027 and 28 schedules. Now what we've done is we're changing. We are departing currently from Yokohama for our Japan sailings. We're moving to the new Tokyo International Terminal, which allows your clients to fly into Haneda. It gives them more time in Tokyo if they prefer. It's closer. So they could do a really nice stay in Tokyo and then get on our celebrity cruise. In Europe, we've identified Portugal, and anywhere in Northern Europe is pretty popular now. So we've added more Portugal to our Europe itineraries than we've ever had. And we also have Iceland as one of those areas that people really want to visit or have been wanting to visit. So we've added Reykjavik round trip itineraries as well. So love to tell the itinerary story, because the first thing that's important is to listen to your clients and make sure that we're offering a vacation that is more than just a vacation of a lifetime, but a lifetime of vacations with us. But also it's important that they visit the destinations and that they want to visit. And that's why we do that with our itineraries. And then let's talk about our ships. I gave you a little glimpse of it, but just so that you understand, we have several ships that are itineraries everywhere but the Galapagos. In Galapagos, we have a very special ship. She was built just for the Galapagos Islands. She's an all-suite vessel. It's only 100 guests. She is the most environmentally friendly technology and eco-friendly ship that's out there. We built it with a water filtration system. We built it for solar panels. It has a dynamic positioning system, so we don't have to drop anchor. It is an extraordinarily beautiful ship. And not only is she beautiful, but she offers such an incredible Galapagos adventure experience. So 20 years ago, when we started doing the Galapagos, a little bit over 20 now, we were the first ones to really introduce traveling in that region in a less rustic way, and we've continued to elevate that. So not only is our product in the Galapagos incredible because of the ship, the knowledge, and the small groups that we have, that it's all suites with butler service, but everything's included, from beverages to gratuities to everything, all the onboard programming. And it's really a worry-free, no need to plan type of vacation, because your clients don't have to choose their shore excursion until the night before they get to the next destination. They sit there and they converse with the naturalists who go over what they're going to see the next day. And that's when they pick their excursions. Everybody gets what they want. There's never a sold out shore excursion. And again, everything is included from the moment, as long as they do our 10, 11, or 16 night packages from the moment they arrive in Quito, because we have an escort waiting for them at the airport. So I do encourage you to sell Galapagos. It's an incredible region to visit, and it's one of those experiences that your clients come back constantly raving about. But if you do that, try to do at least the 10-night package. Don't try to do just the 7-night and try to book everything else by yourselves, because it's going to be difficult. With us, you can trust your clients from the moment they arrive in Quito. We pick them up. They do the overnight, which they're going to have to do anyways, and we put them up at the JW Marriott Hotel. Then the next day, they do a city tour, fully escorted with meals and everything included. And then they take our exclusive charter from Quito directly to Baltar, where they're met by the naturalists, and then they do their Galapagos adventure. So takes the worry out for them and to the guesswork out for you, because you don't have to be planning the land portion for them. So we do have 10 and 11 night, as I mentioned, packages. Those include an additional night in Quito on the post, or a pre, depending on what they want to do if they choose the 11 night. But we also have a 16-nighter that after they do their Galapagos adventure, they fly to Lima, and there they do Machu Picchu and Cusco, and once again, fully escorted and completely done. Great thing about this too is It's one call for you. We have a call center. You call them, they do all the work for you. You just tell them what your clients need, get it done, and they guide you through that process, and they give you all the information you need to make sure that you are giving your clients the information that they need to make their Galapagos holiday a very wonderful experience. In addition to the Galapagos and Flora, this is our current series of ships. And one of the things that I remind you of, because I know the Edge series gets a lot of uh, talk because it's new, but our ships are gorgeous across the fleet, and they always have something unique and new that they introduced during their time, or we've reintroduced now since then. So whether it's the Millennium series, the Solstice series, or the Edge series, we're gonna give your clients a wonderful, wonderful ship experience. And talking about wonderful, every time we build a new ship, we always add something unique. And we have our newest Edge Series ship joining the fleet in November. She actually came early. So you may have noticed that we announced her inaugural sailings, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, we're going to do an additional sailing in November because she came early. And she's something pretty special that I wanted to share with you. First things first is we put it out there for travel advisors like you and clients to vote what they wanted to see on the ship. We called them our dream makers. So as soon as we started the build process, we started sending out surveys saying, okay, we're thinking of doing this cocktail. What do you think? Do you want to choose this? In this area, what would you like to see? What entertainment would you like to see on board? What is something and they voted on every step of the way. And that's why we're really proud of the fact that not only did we build this ship, but we built it so that our clients feel like they were part of the process. And we just named her godmother to less than 2 weeks ago. And that's another thing that we're really proud of, because in keeping with our commitment to the culinary excellence, Janeda Torres, who's the godmother of Celebrity Excel, is one of the most well-renowned international chefs. So she's going to bring something really special to this new and exciting ship. But in addition to having, everything culinary that you can think of and the beautiful design, we are also offering 7 new experiences, which I'm going to share with you very quickly. We're adding a new restaurant, specialty restaurant called Bora. Our clients were asking for us to have, or our guests were asking us to have, a really incredible brunch experience. So we're doing an overtop Bloody Mary bar lunch brunch experience at Bora, and then in the evening we do an incredible elevated cocktail and dinner. In the Bazaar, which on the other Edge series ships used to be Eden, it's a 3-story entertainment complex. We've converted that now to a destination getaway. So even when they're on board, if the ship is in the Caribbean, it's going to have a Caribbean flavor to it, with the cultures and festivals and food and artisans and entertainment and everything that has to do with the destination that the ship is currently sailing in. And within the bazaar, we have a special restaurant called the Mosaic, which is also going to be destinations and signature dishes, and it's going to be an incredible experience. So those are 3 of our 7 youth experiences. Poolside, we have a celebrity pool club. So if you or your clients want to have their own sunbed with pool valets and chilled towels and card games and go VIP for the day, they can rent that area out. In the spa, we've added a vitamin D deck for people to enjoy before and after their spa services. And that includes, complimentary non-alcoholic beverages. And then we have a hydro spa that we're incorporating into the spa as well, which is, jetted and heated and soothing, and just another great experience, along with several others that we have in the spa. And then lastly, for one of the 7 that we're introducing is the Addict at the Club. So we have a 2-story club on our Edge Series ships. This is going to be the second level of that 2-story club, and it's going to be an adults-oriented lounge. It's going to be open 24/7 for people to enjoy gaming and other things such as, old retro games like Pac-Man, darts, pool, foosball, all of that. So it's an adults play area, if you will. But we will also have an area that can be rented as a private event space where we could do karaoke and golf simulations and much more. So once again, enhancing what's available on board for all of our guests to be able to enjoy. We have one last thing that we're going to roll out on Celebrity Excel. Hasn't been even told to me yet, but be on the lookout because she's a pretty special ship, and this last one is supposed to be groundbreaking as well. So we're really excited. Just remember, this ship has been open for sale for a while. She starts in the Caribbean, and then she moves on in when she repositions in April and May, she goes on to Europe. So in Europe, she'll also take on the destination flair of European destinations that she'll be visiting. The other thing I wanted to share with you tonight before I get into river cruising, because I know you guys want to hear about that, is the fact that we're right in the heart of our Alaska season. Booking season usually for Alaska starts the the end of August through the middle of October. And then we have another second season sometime during wave, January and February. So being that we're just in the heart of what the traditional booking season is for next year, I just want to remind you that we have 3 Alaska departure points. We do round trip Seattle with Edge, we do round trip Vancouver with Solstice, and we do the Open Jaw, the one that begins in Vancouver and ends in Seward, or vice versa, that actually then connects onto our land vacations, our cruise tours with the Celebrity Summit. But what I really wanted to share with you has to do with 2 things: the solstice, which we are completely redoing in winter. So January, February, the solstice will go into complete refurbishment. And when I mean complete, we are going to be adding a brand new specialty restaurant to her named Trattoria Rosa. We're also going to add Fine Cut, which is our steakhouse that we have on board our Edge Series ships, which is one of the most popular and also award-winning restaurants that we have in terms of specialty dining. She's actually Forest Travel Guide rated. We're going to add her to the Solstice. This is one of my favorites. I'm not even a dessert eater, and when I go on board, I love to go to Fine Cut, not only because the food, the seafood, the steaks, everything's okay, but it has an apple cobbler that's to die for. And for someone who doesn't eat desserts to crave something like that, you can imagine how wonderful it is. We're also going to take our lawn club. If you remember on our solstice class, we have true real grass at sea on our lawn club, and we're going to transform it completely. It's going to be a park where you can enjoy different types of drinks, open air concerts, cabanas, everything. It's just going to take a whole new look and feel on. And you might say, well, in Alaska, how practical is that? I was just in Alaska last week, and the ability to be able to be at a viewing point to see that beautiful scenery, even if it's a little cooler outside, is just absolutely breathtaking. So, and remember, this is the ship that then repositions through the South Pacific and Hawaii and all that. So she'll have a lot to offer for those of you that are interested in the Grand Voyage as well. Another area that we're adding to her is called the craft social area, which is going to be a barcade. So currently we have a craft social area on many of our ships, and it's where we offer our craft beers and pub fare, some of the best sliders you can ever have. But now we're going to even enhance it even more with billiards and darts and other throwback games, and being the ability to be able to see games on and whatever is available in terms of the games and sports activities that people can preview and then enjoy it along with craft beers. And then we're taking our small theater, which used to be called Celebrity Central, and we're going to convert it to the Boulevard Lounge. And that's where not only are we going to have daytime activities there and new game shows and all that, but at night we'll have lounge and dueling pianos and concerts, and a place where people can have a nice drink in a smaller theater environment, which we think is just going to be outstanding for them. Additionally, on our solstice, we had not added our retreat sun deck. So if you remember, our suite guests all have private venues that include a lounge as well as their private restaurant Lumine. And on most of our ships, they also have our private sun deck. Well, there are 4 of our ships that are currently still being transformed to add the retreat sun deck. That was the only thing that's pending. We're adding that one now, the first one now, to those 4 ships that were pending, and that's going to be an outdoor area exclusively for our suite guests. And then, of course, every single room is going to be touched. We are completely going into the rooms and completely redesigning them. And not only are we redesigning the rooms, but we're expanding our aqua class because, again, health and wellness has become one of our hallmarks, or has been one of our hallmarks since 2008. It's continuing to become more and more popular. So we're adding more aqua class to our rooms and to our ships. The other thing that I wanted to share with you about Alaska is don't forget we have an incredible Alaska cruise tour program, and that's on the Summit. And that ship was completely redone. She already has a lot of the elements that the Edge series had. So her retreat sun deck and retreat amenities have already been integrated. We took the staterooms down to the metal a few years back, so she's beautiful. And she does our land cruise combinations. And I'm telling you, this is an incredible way for you to get your clients to see all of Alaska, where they could see more wildlife and be very, very authentic in the way they see Alaska. Last week when I did the land cruise, I've been to Alaska several times. It's the first time that I was able to go into Kenai National Park because I did the land portion of it. And I thought, and Denali, I've done a few times, but it was just absolutely breathtaking and amazing. And our differentiators are that every single one of our cruise tours includes Denali, sometimes even a double overnight. Every single one of our cruise tours includes Alaska Rail. Of course, they'll see incredible Hubbard Glacier, and it's completely escorted. So not only do we have a motor coach driver, but we also have a tour guide the entire step of the way. Nobody else does a fully escorted and fully and that fully integrates all of the places that people want to see on their Alaska land portion. Another thing that differentiates us is this is all exclusive to celebrity guests, while other cruise tours may sell their product to others that are not part of their brand. So that's why it's really important that and the best thing of all is that not only are you extending an incredible experience to your clients, but you earn more commission on our Alaska cruise tours. And if you ever have any questions, we have a dedicated team, just like we do for the Galapagos, at our call center that can help you through that. And of course, you have me, but we also have a wonderful microsite, which is the Celebrity Cruise Tour site. Gives you overviews and PDFs of everything. And we also have a digital brochure that you can download out of Cruising Power or in one of our other resources that gives you an Alaska Cruise Tour overview, plus a one pager that makes it easy for you to have a discussion with your clients and they select the best thing that's for them. If you have clients that are interested in completing their national parks uh, tour, I mean, they can hit 2 national parks on one cruise tour. So, I mean, it's something in a discussion that's worth having, especially now that we're in the booking season. The other thing I want to share with you is we've already rolled out our 2027 Europe season. We did that 2 weeks ago, excuse me. And of course, the big thing was our river cruises. So we will be opening to the general public and to you our entire river cruise program the last week of September. I don't have the exact date, but mark your calendars the 22nd of September as that week where it's going to happen, and make sure that you read my emails. If you're not on my email list, send me an email and I'll add you. It's mward@celebrity.com where you can reach me. So I can make sure that you add, because I'm telling you, we just did a little pre-sale and we sold out our pre-sale allotment within minutes because people are just so excited that they're finally going to be able to river the celebrity way. So with our river cruises, we intend to do what we always do: elevated, not authentic, not pretentious, very much the way that celebrity likes to deliver vacations. We're going to start with 2 ships, the Compass and the Seeker. So we're only rolling out our 2027 itineraries now, but we will have 10 ships on the river, and we'll be rolling out the rest of the itineraries pretty much probably spring of next year. But for now, for 2027, we'll be sailing in the Danube and on the Rhine. Our river cruises will include more restaurants than any other river cruise option. We will include in the cruise fare wine, beer, cocktails, drinks, of course, Wi-Fi. We will also have incredible onboard experiences, and we will include one shore excursion a day as part of the price. I just wanted to show you some of the renderings of the ship because, of course, we're in the build stage, but just to show you what we're going to do, we are really going to have a lot to do on the exterior on the ship as well. And it's totally done celebrity style public spaces and open decks that are absolutely breathtaking and innovative. When I mention restaurants, we are going to have 6 dining options. They will all offer flexible all-day access with menus that really speak to the destinations that people are visiting. And We will have staterooms that are going to be anything from a Riverview stateroom to our balcony staterooms to our suites. They will all have, their drink packages and other amenities involved, but I think you need to also know that our suites will have butler services. They do across our ocean fleet as well, and other upgraded amenities as part of their experience. So it's new introduction into the river cruise field and I'm not going to show you everything but I did want to show you this one because it's my favorite. I'll show you where you can see the rest of them. But one of our sky suites actually has a skylight, which I think is just stunning. And this gives you a peek at the decor that we're going to have available: king size bed, plush linens, spa-like bathrooms. Really just another groundbreaking introduction for how we sail and how we design our ships. If your clients are Captain's Club members, their loyalty will translate over to River Cruise, as it will also translate across our sister brands. So if you don't know, our Captain's Club also has reciprocity with our two sister brands, Silver Sea as well as Royal. That will continue also with the River Cruise program. If they earn points on us, and then those they will get the status matches on the other cruise lines that are part of our family. And I just want to show you the video because you need to see this ship. They are pretty special, if I may say so myself. I'm going to click out of here real quick so you go to the next screen so I can give you some resources. Bear with me 1 second, because once I load up the video, it makes me go back to and reshare. But yeah, we are going to have, the ships are currently scheduled to have 172 guests. It is going to be all double occupancy staterooms. We will allow children. There should be 4 and above. However, because of the double, we won't have triple and quads or in that. They would need to take 2 staterooms if a family decides that that's what they're going to do. And we hope that we get to sail on board with them. We have a full section on the celebrity commitment. If you're not familiar with our celebrity commitment site, I'm going to give you a guideline of where to find that later in the presentation. But the video that you just saw, along with the e-brochure and all the FAQs about our river cruises, are there. So I suggest that you do download it and start having conversations with your clients about it, so that you're ready when we're ready to take bookings. And we will have a dedicated Celebrity River Cruise contact center. This is the phone number for that. So make sure that you also either jot it down, take a screenshot, go back to the video that I know that Cindy and is recording for us right now, and Tina are recording for us now. And also you'll find it in the commitment section as well. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you is we are continuing to open deployment for 2027 and 2028. And this morning we actually opened 2027 Alaska deployment. So we have a lot to offer for it to you. So resources. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot about this. We're going to have another one of our Excel series ships, Excel 2, which is what we're calling her for right now, join the fleet in the near future too. So that's another announcement that I'll be sharing with you once that rolls out. So just wanted to make sure that you are prepared, whether it's on, the information that I've shared with you. So make sure you are on my distribution list. Make sure you go into Cruising Power and order your travel advisor guide. It includes all of our ocean and our current river information in there. So it helps you be more effective when you're trying to have this discussion with your clients. And also you have our call centers and me as your resource. But another important resource is the one I've been sharing with you, which is the commitment. That is updated daily with all the information that you need to know across our brand. So it helps you really promote the brand, because not only does it have tools for you, but it has marketing information, videos, things that can help you tell the story of celebrity for your clients as well. So it's really great to, share information about it with the client and say, hey, did you know about Celebrities River Cruises? But it's even better if you can add the video to whatever discussion you're having with them, or email that you're via email, or if you can add the brochure. All of this stuff is available for all of our sailings. Another thing that we added, and of course you find this in Cruising Power. Cruising Power is a great resource, not just for booking an espresso, but sometimes you get questions from your clients saying, okay, I've already booked, or I'm thinking of booking. What shore excursions are available? What else can I add as a cruise enhancement? Well, now you have the ability to look at that. If you go into Cruising Power under the planning section, you go into the cruise planner and click on Celebrity Cruises and either enter a reservation number or you enter the ship and sail date. You have visibility to all of that. So if they're asking you, okay, is there a shore excursion on this Caribbean sailing that does this? You can find it for them, and you can help them plan or get them excited if they haven't booked yet. You can use that as well. So here's a little view of the homepage of the Galapagos homepage, I should say, and the commitment. But why this is so important is if you see there's little tabs up on the top here, and they range from news to offers and incentive to marketing resources to destinations to ships and staterooms. And that's where you can find all the details, including the details of maybe a PDF flyer. You have a client that says, I've heard about the new Celebrity Excel. Where's she going to sail in Europe next year? Instead of going ship by ship, Cruising Power by Cruising Power, trying to find another resource, you go here, you can pull down Celebrity Excel. You can pull down a PDF with the European itinerary, send it to them saying, look at all the ones you have to choose from. Let's discuss this. Let's start putting together your European vacation. And we have that available for all aspects of our cruises, river and ocean. The other thing is we have a full training session for you. So I hope you've all done the Learning Academy because it's very useful. But we also have a training section in the commitment where we have recorded videos and webinars of things that you really want to know, whether it's getting valuable insights on what is the best customer for celebrity and what our customer profile looks like, to learning how to sell. Maybe you need to get more information on Cruising Power. Please use this as a resource and don't be shy. Call me too. Anytime if you send me an email and say, I want to discuss this opportunity, what do you think, Marilys? I will reach out. We'll set up a time and we'll call each other on that. So lastly, I want to talk about our promotions. Our current summer sale runs through September 22nd, and this is going to be for all of our sailings with the exception of Galapagos and Rivers. And not only do we have a buy one, get one, depending on whether you choose a non-refundable deposit or a refundable deposit for your clients, but we also are offering third, fourth, and fifth guest free on some sailings through 2027. So practical way of looking at this, you have a family, they're undecided, you want to push them to make a decision. Pick a sailing that has 3, 4th, 5th guest fares for free and tell them, listen, I can get you this deal for this price. And then you could start having that discussion. For Galapagos, we currently have 20% savings on both our cruises and packages. And then I also want to remind you that since you're part of the Travel Leader Network, it's always important that you look at distinctive voyages because you always have an opportunity to add something else. And you have a great lineup of distinctive voyages available for you. And if you don't know how to find them, and if you don't, or if you want to look at Travel Leader Network group space, which is also very competitive, please remember you can do that in the TLN Agent Universe under programs. If you go under cruise, you'll find everything that you need to know about distinctive voyages and the other groups that we may have available for you already blocked that mostly offer great competitive pricing for you. And you just book into it and you get all those benefits. The other thing I wanted to remind you is that this month we also have a special Travelino Network on offer for 7-night Alaska or Caribbean sailings in 2026. If you book a Veranda and above through the end of the month, you get a $150 onboard credit additional for your clients. So take a look at this. This is something that you can be offering to your client. The only thing you have to remember is that you do have to send an email to our redemption team once it's booked and deposited so they can add that $150 onboard credit. But I think my point more than anything is we offer a lot of great brand promotions, and we also offer a lot through traveling your networks that you should really leverage because it really will make your proposition to the client very attractive. And lastly, don't forget to sign up for Celebrity Rewards. If you're not familiar with this program, please go to www.celebrityrewards.com, register. For every booking that you make, you claim those bookings on the site. Those bookings convert those to points. Those points convert to dollars, which then convert to a free reloadable gift. It's a debit card. You can use that debit and that money that are anywhere. It's not just for celebrity purchases. So it's free money. Please use it. The only thing I ask you is register and remember to claim your bookings every 90 days because they fall off after 90 days and we can't restore them. Free money. Why not? And I do encourage you to join our Facebook page because we have constant giveaways there, great information, fun, latest news and updates. So along for me keeping you informed, this is another avenue for you to have more information. So that's what I had for you tonight. I know it's a lot, but with so many new introductions and everything exciting that we had, it was important for me to, and I thank both Cindy and Tina for putting this together because it gave me the opportunity to share all this with you. And I'm going to open it up for questions.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause our recording. I want to thank you, Marilys, for joining us tonight and giving us all that information because I even got some new information tonight. So thank you. I'm going to go ahead and close
Thank
out this
you.
the recording.
Perfect.